Hello, I'm Irene Natividad, President of the Global Summit of Women, which will be celebrating its 30th anniversary this coming year. People always ask me, what was your favorite summit? And it's very hard to answer because all of them are my favorite. Each is so different because we hold each one in a different country, a different culture, on purpose so that women can access this global gathering from different parts of the world. But I have to say, I have one special moment that I want to share with you. And that was the 2000 Global Summit of Women that was hosted by South Africa. I had invited the First Lady at the time, Graça Machel, who had made a name for herself in advocating for girls, women, children, to speak at the opening ceremony. So imagine my surprise when I was called to welcome them at the door, and I said, who are they? Well, the president. And I said, of what? And they said, the country. It was Nelson Mandela himself. And in the same way I'm speechless every time I talk about him, I was so stunned that he would come to the summit because I had not invited him initially. I didn't think we'd have a prayer to get this global leader to come to a women's summit. So when I was at the door, I asked him, I said, Mr. President, what made you come? He said, I was curious. So like him, with that smile that was his trademark. He was tall, able, still at the prime of his life, and he came. When I brought him to the ballroom, the whole place went insane. The women went crazy because they didn't have any idea that he would come at all. On stage, I had the Vice President of the Philippines, who became president later on, and the Vice President of Uganda. And they were like this, star-struck like everybody else. So I don't know if I could ever forget that moment because it was so exciting. He was everything he was described to be. He was kind to everyone, allowed everyone to take a photo, stood there with the choir, that from Pretoria that I'd invited, sat through and listened to every speaker at that opening ceremony, all women, and had the patience later on to welcome everyone to the president's house. That is my most incredible memory of an incredible person who said at that summit, if I had my way, I would have women run every country because look at what men have done. I could have said it any better. So now we're in our third decade. He's now gone, but he's in our hearts and in the summit's memory. So come and share your own memories of the Global Summit of Women if you've been there on our website, www.globewomen.org. And if you really want to celebrate, come join us in Washington, D.C. on February 28th and be part of the gala dinner that will salute the 3 decades that this global gathering has been around. Thank you.